Hello, welcome back to the 101st Days of 76 Rodeo and Parade. We are so excited to be here again. This year, 2023, is going to be even bigger and better. And one of the things that we're going to talk about today is our volunteers. This rodeo and parade would not happen if it wasn't for a large group of dedicated volunteers. We'll start out with our committee members. Our committee members are about 20 people, and believe it or not, they volunteer and they work year-round. But we have another group of people that work with us, usually during this week of the rodeo. And those are our associate members. And you can find our associate members in the arena, you can find them in the ticket booth, you can find them working with the queens. Every aspect of the rodeo, we have volunteers. Many of the volunteers take a week off of their work to come and volunteer. And they get a good old pat on the back for coming and being here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go out and we're going to see some of our volunteers in action. And we're hopefully going to listen to them and hear them tell us how exciting it is to be an associate member, a volunteer for the Days of 76. Here we are at the Days of 76 ticket booth. Without a ticket, it wouldn't be the Days of 76. Many of our volunteers help in this department. Not only do they help inside the ticket booth, but taking tickets, helping people find their seats. It's so important. And we have Pat Roberts, our committee, one of our committee members for the Days of 76, and he knows how important it is to have volunteers, don't you, Pat?
That's right. 101st Days of 76 would not be here if it wasn't for volunteers. It's a 100% volunteer organization. Nobody is paid a dime. In fact, it usually costs us quite a bit of money to be on the committee. But we love it. We'll keep doing it. And there's hundreds of us. There's 20 on the committee, but there's hundreds of volunteers to put this rodeo on. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat. And now we're going to move on and we're going to see what some of the other volunteers do. Oh, my favorite place to be at the Days of 76, the merchandise booth. And I have my friend Cheyenne Nelson here. She is one of our committee members, and she also is responsible for all of the merchandise that we sell here. She works along with Tara Thompson. Cheyenne, you have many volunteers that help you make this booth a success. Tell us about your volunteers.
We normally get about 3 to 4 volunteers about every time the rodeo comes around, and they just come in and they help me out, and they also can get a chance to go watch the rodeo too, kind of in between the time when we're busy, which is right before the rodeo and right after the performance as well. I really a lot of them is just friends or local people that are willing to come on in and spend their evening with us selling the merchandise.
So Cheyenne, along with these awesome hats, jackets, t-shirts, we have coasters, all kinds of great things, even belt buckles. If you don't win a belt buckle, you could always just buy a belt buckle too. So look at all this great merchandise, and we are grateful to you, Cheyenne, for all the work that you do and for our volunteers that help you. Thank you, Cheyenne.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
This is a really special item in the merchandise booth. If you look closely at the picture on this shirt, this was created by our friend Kathy Thompson. Her husband Ted Thompson is a very important part of our committee and our rodeo, and we are so grateful to Kathy and sharing her talents with us. And this is one of my favorites. And you can stop by the merchandise booth and pick up one of these. I have my friend Robert Nelson with me. Robert Nelson has been a part of the Days of 76 and a volunteer probably since he was born. So Robert, is that true? Have you been a part of the Days of 76 since you were born?
Yeah. My great-grandfather and my grandpa now, Greg, we've been part of it for 7 generations, and it's pretty hard, honestly. It's really hot.
What is your favorite part about volunteering for the Days of 76?
Honestly, just seeing a lot of people and sorting the cattle.
You like sorting the cattle.
Yeah,
And then
honestly.
it is kind of like family, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like when I saw Robert earlier today, it was, hey, Robert. And I remember Robert when he was just knee high. So it's really fun to have you come back and be a part of it. And your grandfather, Greg, is on the committee.
Yeah.
And you are going to continue the tradition. And that
Yeah.
is so awesome. Robert, thanks for all you do in helping us. Here we are in the strip and chutes right now. There's team roping going on, and my friend Jenna Smith is responsible for stripping the ropes off of the calves. Jenna's been a part of the Days of 76 for a while now. Her husband's on the committee. Jenna is one of our associate members. I think it was a couple of years ago you were our volunteer of the year.
I was.
And she's sporting her fancy buckle that she got as being volunteer of the year. So there's a little incentive when you're a volunteer. There's the opportunity to perhaps get a belt buckle. So Jenna, tell me, why would you take a week of your life, set it aside? I know you have children, you have jobs, you have lots of things going on. Tell us why you take this week off to volunteer your time at the Days.
So I grew up on the rodeo circuit with my parents, and I've been involved in the rodeo since before I could even walk. So when we moved up here to South Dakota and they asked if we'd help volunteer, I jumped at the chance to help out and be a part of it because it's what I do, it's what I live for, and it's what I grew up doing.
And we're glad she's here because when she's done doing this today and our performances start on Wednesday through Saturday, she'll be up in the stands helping take tickets, helping seat people. So she's not just doing this, she's kind of an all-around gal, and we're grateful to have her be a part of the Days of 76. I've got some hard-working volunteers right here. On the end, we have Kelly Baker. He's one of our new committee members. All of these guys are helping get these calves ready for roping. This is Galen Hubner. He has been a long time associate member and volunteer. And Tim Peterson is also one of our associate members and volunteers. I'm going to kind of concentrate on Galen right now. Galen, tell us how far back you've been working with the Days of 76 and volunteering your time.
Since 1995.
And tell us, in 1995, what were you doing at that time and you took time off of work? What was your work that you took time off of?
I was a full-time firefighter for City of Rapid.
So he was a Rapid City firefighter, and he loved the Days of 76 so much that he said, no, I'm taking some time off and I'm coming to work the Days of 76. What's your favorite part about coming back year after year as now a retired firefighter?
Robbing the stagecoach.
Oh, yes. So during our performances, we have a reenactment where they rob a stagecoach. And Galen and Tim are both the guys that come in shooting the guns and chasing that stagecoach down. And I'm glad to hear you say that, Galen, because Galen really makes it a show. So those stagecoach robberies are on Friday and Saturday. Friday night at 7 o'clock Perth, and Saturday at 1, and Saturday night at 7. You can see the reenactment, Galen's favorite event.
And I'm one of the good guys. He's a bad guy.
Yeah, well, yeah, I question that. Tim says he's one of the good guys, but not so sure about that.
I used to be a bad guy.
All right. Well, thank you so much, you guys. So we'll get... I have a wonderful family with me today, and they have been volunteers. This family has been volunteers for over 50 years, and they must have some amazing memories that they have created over the years. I have Jay Mattson, John Mattson, and Barb Mattson. And John, tell me, what do you look forward to every year when you come back to the Days, to the grounds, to the Gulch? What do you look forward to?
Well, I've been coming back a long time. It's, seeing everybody again and watching the slack, getting to see all the cowboys and watching Jay compete and our grandson now, Bodie. It's a special event every year.
Good. Good. Yes, Jay is not only one of the committee members, but he is also a competitor, along with Jay's son Bodie. And Bodie is a great competitor as well. I'm always so happy to see the Mattson family when the days rolls around. Thanks for all of your years of service. Barb, we need to hear from you.
I used to ride side saddle in the parade every year. And now I don't think anybody does it.
I don't think they do either. How would you like to resurrect that? Would you like to get back on and ride side saddle through the parade?
It's dangerous.
I don't think it's going to happen for Barb, but we're grateful for Barb. She holds this whole family together. Here we are, back with the calves and the chutes. These young people have been working all day long, and they'll work tomorrow with the slack, and they'll work the next day with the slack. This is Tate Riopel, and we have Ainsley Roberts, and we have Ella Roberts, and this is the Roberts family. They're cousins. They are cousins. These young people, honestly, I've seen them since they were in strollers. They've been in strollers. So tell us, I'm going to start with Ella. Ella, what was your favorite thing so far about the Days of 76?
I got to run for Princess Days of 76 2023, and that contest is wonderful. You get a bunch of prizes even if you don't win. I placed first runner-up with a very few point difference between me and the winner.
Yes. Ella was amazing as a queen contestant. We have many volunteers that work with our queens, and we have a queen contestant that also comes back here in the mud and the dirt and the dust and helps and volunteers. We are so grateful for you and the Roberts family for coming every year and being a part of our volunteer program at the Days of 76. We're about ready to get started with another round of team roping. All of our volunteers had to go back to work. So here we are, wrapping it up. We've got the beautiful Days of 76 arena behind us. It is going to be an awesome week. We have a great start. The weather is fabulous. We've got performances Wednesday through Saturday with parades on Friday and Saturday. We'd just love for everyone to come out and see us. And again, we want to thank all of our volunteers. And if you have any interest in volunteering, you can go on the Days of 76 website, daysof76.com, or Suzanne Rogers was so nice. I talked to her earlier and she said, just have them call me. We can always use volunteers. And it's really, really fun. I've been a volunteer for 30 years and I've not regretted 1 minute of it. So come on out and join us for the Days of 76.
I guess that's just the hardest part. Yeah.